5 minutes. I'm going to ask Catherine to say, just share a few thoughts on the topic, which is how on earth do we best communicate between those in power and those youth like yourselves in our country. She'll share a few thoughts, and then Temba will, and then we'll start engaging you. Think of questions, comments, issues you want to raise, and we've got about 50 minutes for that. Okay, well, when our speakers are done, we might have 40 minutes, so we'll have to move fast, but we look forward to hearing from you. Catherine.
Thank you so much. You know, I think when thinking about this topic and really giving thought to that very question, two things come to my mind, and those two things are very much linked to two themes which I'll share with you. The first is inclusion, because I often think that young people are not included as part of the conversation. They're not included within trying to find what are the solutions to many of the problems we're finding in our society and community. Often we find that young people are spoken to or spoken at. And I think that young people, you know, we're living in a time and a day and age where young people are informed. They understand exactly what's going on. And we need young people to be part of the conversation, engaged. So it's inclusion and engagement. And I think for me, those are the two critical things. When we engage with young people, we often find that they actually are sitting with the answers to many of the solutions that we're looking for when we're addressing social challenges within our communities at all sorts of levels. Corporates will come in and are trying to find a solution to address certain things, but they've never engaged the people on the ground. And young people today form such a huge part of our communities, such a huge part of our society. So young people must be engaged and included in the conversation, in building solutions, campaigns, and especially when we're talking about leadership, I think that young people need to be a critical part of conversations moving forward. We have a very young continent and a young population that is becoming, you know, we can no longer wait for young people to become the leaders. They are the leaders right now. So why we're not engaging more with them, and why we're not including them more within these kinds of conversations, discussions, and in trying to find the solutions to the problems that we might face at all levels of community, society. And I think that really those two things for me are critical, because young people are so unbelievably aware and have so much to offer society. So we must be included within those platforms and brought around the table.